a land smaller than the size of New Jersey. Yet, for millennia, it has captured the hopes, dreams, and blood of empires. A strip of earth where prophets walked, where kings ruled, where battles for faith, land, and survival never truly ended. This is Israel, a promised land to some, a contested territory to others, a symbol of resilience, or the root of endless wars. If this video made you see things from a new angle, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Hero or Villain, and share this video. Thanks for watching. The ancient beginning. Thousands of years ago, ancient tribes settled along the eastern Mediterranean. The Hebrews, nomadic, united by faith in one God, claimed this land as given to them by divine covenant. King David made Jerusalem the capital. His son, Solomon, built the first temple. But history here is never still. Babylonians destroyed it. Persians restored it. Greeks conquered it. Romans razed it twice. For centuries, the land passed from empire to empire: Byzantine, Arab caliphates, Crusader kingdoms, Ottoman Turks. Each left a piece of their story carved into stone, written in scripture, and embedded in the culture. The birth of modern Israel. In the late 19th century, as anti-Semitism spread across Europe, a movement called Zionism was born. Its goal? To return Jews to their ancestral homeland. Under Ottoman rule, Jewish communities slowly grew. After World War I, Britain took control, issuing the Balfour Declaration, supporting a national home for the Jewish people. But the land was not empty. Palestinian Arabs had lived here for centuries. Two peoples now claimed the same soil. After the Holocaust, the world's sympathy leaned heavily toward the Jewish survivors. In 1947, the United Nations proposed partition. 2 states, one Jewish, one Arab. Jews accepted, Arabs rejected. The day after Israel declared independence in 1948, 5 Arab nations attacked. Israel survived, expanded, even, but hundreds of thousands of Palestinians became refugees. Wars, peace, and the cycle of violence. Since 1948, the region has known moments of peace and years of war. 1967, the Six-Day War. In less than a week, Israel seized control of the West Bank, Gaza Strip, East Jerusalem, the Golan Heights, and the Sinai Peninsula. The victory was staggering, but it also deepened the core dispute. Palestinians now lived under Israeli military occupation, their aspirations for statehood postponed indefinitely. 1973, Yom Kippur War. Egypt and Syria launched a surprise attack on the holiest day in the Jewish calendar. It was a war that left deep scars, militarily, psychologically, and diplomatically, but also opened a path to a remarkable breakthrough: the Camp David Accords of 1978, which led to peace between Israel and Egypt. By the early 2000s, the Second Intifada unleashed even more violence: suicide bombings in Israeli cities, airstrikes, and military incursions into Palestinian territories. Security barriers went up, trust came down. The cycle was not just repeating, it was intensifying. In more recent years, conflicts between Israel and Hamas in Gaza have followed a grim rhythm. Rockets fired, airstrikes returned, civilians on both sides caught in the middle. Ceasefires are negotiated, only to be shattered months or years later. Each new outbreak adds fresh wounds to an already scarred landscape. And then, October 7th, 2023, a sudden, massive Hamas attack on southern Israel killed over 1,000 people and triggered one of the most devastating Israeli military campaigns in Gaza's history. The destruction was immense, the loss of life staggering. Both communities, Israeli and Palestinian, were left grappling with grief, rage, and a sense that the dream of peace had drifted even further away. This is the cycle: war, uneasy peace, another war. Each side carries its own history, its own memories of suffering, its own martyrs and heroes. And each generation inherits not just the land, but the trauma. The wars of Israel are not just fought with weapons, they are fought with narratives. Stories passed down at dinner tables, in classrooms, in refugee camps, and in military barracks. Each story reinforces identity, and often mistrust. Breaking that cycle is perhaps the greatest challenge of all. It is not merely about drawing new borders or signing new treaties. It's about finding a way to reshape the stories themselves, so they no longer end in the same tragic chapter. Two narratives, one land. For many Israelis, the nation is a miracle, reborn after 2,000 years of exile, a refuge for a people who survived genocide, a democracy in a hostile region. For many Palestinians, it is a story of displacement, of villages erased, of checkpoints and blockades, of a homeland lost. Both speak of justice. Both tell stories passed down like sacred scripture. Both refuse to forget. Cultural and global context. Israel is not just conflict. It is also innovation, culture, and faith. The only country where Hebrew is the national language. A global leader in technology, agriculture, and medicine. Home to sacred sites for Judaism, Western Wall, Christianity, Church of the Holy Sepulchre, and Islam, Al-Aqsa Mosque. But it is also one of the most politically polarizing nations on earth, shaping alliances, influencing elections, and fueling debates in the United Nations. Did you know? Israel has more startups per capita than any other nation. The Dead Sea, shared with Jordan and Palestine, is the lowest point on earth. Hebrew was a dead language for centuries until it was revived in the 19th century. Mandatory military service applies to most Israeli men and women at age 18. The city of Jerusalem has been destroyed and rebuilt more than 40 times in history. Sketch of the day. Imagine a cinematic wide shot. The golden dome of the rock glistens under the midday sun. A Jewish man prays at the Western Wall, pressing a folded note into its cracks. Just meters away, Muslim worshippers bow in unison at Al-Aqsa. Tourists wander the narrow, stone-paved streets of the old city. And above it all, the sound of prayers, three faiths, one sky, fills the air. Final thoughts. Israel, homeland of promise or land of endless conflict. Its story is not just about borders or politics. It is about identity, memory, and faith. It is about a people's dream and another people's loss. Perhaps the question is not who owns this land, but can those who love it share it? Until then, the stones of Jerusalem will keep their secrets, and the desert wind will carry the voices of the past, whispering to those who still believe in peace. If this video made you see things from a new angle, don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Hero or Villain, and share this video. Thanks for watching.